Hi guys, I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I just got my son's first grade Abeka stuff-in. That's our dog, sorry. First grade stuff-in from Abeka, and I wanted to make a video and show you guys. I did order the parent kit and the child kit. I'll get into all that. There's a lot, so I'm going to try and move quick. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I'll try to go into more detail about it. But I'm filming on my laptop, and I have never filmed on my laptop before, so just be patient and hopefully this turns out. The first thing I wanted to show you was this is in the kindergarten kit. If you saw that video, it came with a bunch of phonics cards, and in this one you get arithmetic flashcards. Hey, there goes the top. Hold on. Sorry. And they have 0. That's backwards. I'm sorry. But flashcard 0, 0. You get the idea. It's pretty simple. They also have subtraction and these 1-cent penny things, flashcards, and they have them for the dimes and the nickels, and what else is in here? To try and show you guys everything. 1 day equals how many hours? 24. So just things like that. You also have Roman numeral 3, 3, and just basic things like that. And I have to find where everything went. But it's really easy, and I like that it's included because it's not included with the kindergarten kit, and it's almost made you feel like you needed it. I never broke down and bought anything. I just made my own flashcards at home. But the fact that they provide them this year is really, really nice, I think. Before I get into everything, I just wanted to tell you guys that Abeka, there goes half the pile, Abeka only has cursive products now from here on out. So I could not find manuscript for Abeka. So I'm probably just going to hold on to these until next year when we do cursive. But it's just, all it is a blank writing, and then writing with phonics cursive. So it's really just like the kindergarten one, but instead of manuscript, it's cursive. So I ordered him, we're going to be doing Horizons this year. I sat down and I went through them, and Horizons starts at the beginning. This is day 1. They trace all the little circles, but it doesn't stay in the beginning for long. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, the light's really bad in my house. I have all the lights on at my house, and you still can't tell. But there's a lot of activity, so it's good for him. It will help him to reinforce the different shapes and different letters and stuff. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, so that way it will help. So we're doing Horizons this year. That's the only thing we're doing that's not Abeka. Kind of breaks my heart a little bit because I really did love Abeka. I love it for kindergarten. We're almost done. And I love it. I've watched a lot of videos with people complain about Abeka, and Abeka isn't right for everyone. You know, it's not that you're a bad parent because you couldn't make it work. But for us, it works. My son loves the workbooks. It's really nice. The other thing that it comes with, back to Abeka, is arithmetic charts and games. And so there's number charts, and there's the first page of number chart. So it's 1 to 100 over here, and then 101 to 200 down here. So I like that. And then they have different numbers for games, and what else is in here? Sorry if there's a lot of background noise. Both the kids and the dog are up right now, so it's probably going to be really loud. I'm sorry. They also give you another calendar. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. They also give you another calendar with months of the year, or days of the month right there, and then the months of the year here. I'm sorry if this is backwards. I'm going to try and flip it and see if I can edit it and flip it. I'm not sure if I can or not, so if not, I'm really, really sorry. And then a happy birthday chart. And they want you to record your family's birthday on here. There's only 4 of us. We don't really need to do that, so we probably won't. But it's just a bunch of little games. Really, those are really neat. The next extra bonus it gives you before we get into the curriculum are these phonics charts. Basic, we did this in kindergarten. We go over it all the time. And then it has the one side cursive, and then this side is manuscript. So, and it's just a copy of what we're using in kindergarten right now. And then it has some blend ladders, and the back side of the blend ladders, and charts. I'm trying to show you guys everything that's in here. And just chart. It's just a bunch of charts. What it says. There's one of a turtle with endings in it, ing and ed, and a bunch of them. So it'll be nice to have these to refer to. I don't know how much we'll be using them because, especially the beginning charts, we go over that stuff almost every day in homeschool now. So I really don't think I'm going to need to do too much repeating, but we'll see how he stands at the beginning of next year. Okay, so now into the curriculum. There's a lot of curriculum. A lot. I got 2 boxes. One was the parent kit, one was the teacher's kit. It did come in 2 separate boxes. The child kit weighed 17 pounds. 17 pounds of books for 1st grade. It's a lot of curriculum. But I like it. I love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you. Let's start with the readers. Sorry. They give you the primary Bible reader, and in it, let's just do the first page. There's some really pretty illustrations, and I think the words, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but the words are easy for the kids to read, and you actually don't start reading this until the 2nd semester when their reading is a little more firm, and they understand what they're doing more, and they have built up some confidence. But I like it, and I just love the fact that it comes with the Bible. I didn't order their Bible program. This is included in their regular curriculum, and for me, that's awesome. So he has his own Bible he'll be able to read out of every day, and I'm excited for that. And then they have the handbook for reading, which is just kind of like phonics charts, really. It has the letter up at the top and all the sounds that it makes with all the different vowels. It's really good. And they're not going to read this from cover to cover because this is all it is. But they're going to have a couple pages every day to do to refresh their memory, I believe. I haven't read all the lesson plans. It's ridiculously thick. But that's the gist I got from what I've read so far. So this is just going to be easy for him. It's something that he can refer to. If he gets stuck, you know, he can open it up and look. And then we have Fun with Pets, which is an actual reader for them. And it starts off with stuff he can do now, which I actually don't know how I feel about that because I was hoping it would challenge him, especially because we're not even done with kindergarten yet, and he can already read it. But in a way, it's good. It builds up the kid's confidence. It's a story about a fat rat who sat on a mat. Basic stuff. And the pictures are pretty cool. Nice, bright, colorful pictures, and the pages are pretty sturdy. I know you can't see it on there, but it's like it's not paper. It's like I don't even know if you can hear that, but it's not like paper that they're gonna be able to like rip out easy. So there's nice. It's really easy for kids to read, and then it goes to Tiptoes, which is I haven't really even looked in this one. That's what that looks like. And then Stepping Stones. Let's see. And there's still lots of pictures. It's still very colorful. It's still very kid friendly. Nothing too challenging, I don't think. But you know, they'll be able to. And then I forgot to show you this. At the end of them, they have little words, and they're supposed to write in the book. But like I said, the paper's not, or the paper isn't actual paper. It's not like regular printing paper. So I'm not going to have him write in it. I think that would be weird, but he can do this on his own sheet of paper, and that's fine, and answer all these questions. And then the next one is called Secrets and Surprises. And this one, I don't know if you can tell, but this is the first one, and this is the Secrets and Surprises one. This is the first one. So this one's thicker. I don't know if it's showing up on here, but this one's thicker, and it feels heavier. You can tell there's a difference. And there's still games. There's still fun things. It's still really easy, I think. You know, but just nice stories, and this just builds up their confidence. And then we have the bridge book. I don't know if you guys want to see the inside of all these readers, so I'm just going to go quick. And that's what that looks like. Let's flip to the back. It's really easy. Kind and Brave. Like I said, there's a lot of books in this one. But it's all ones that he can read. I won't have to read to him. So it's going to help him. And then we have Strong and True, which has a picture of the pilgrims on it. So I'm kind of wondering if it's about pilgrims. Let's see. Let's look at the table of contents. I haven't even done that yet. Oh, yeah, kind of. And there's some poetry included in this one. I forgot to say that. But it just has a story and words to watch for. I mean, it hasn't. But see, like, now you're getting into stuff. There's no pictures on these pages. There's a picture there at the beginning of the story, and then a picture at the end. So then you're progressing into more advanced books. And then the final reader that's included is Aesop's Fables. And this just has the fox and the lion, and this is made of like paper, like regular printer paper that you would find. So this is a different quality. And then you read the story. I think we read it to them. I'll explain how Rebecca set up their first grade curriculum, and that's kind of why I'm a little confused. But you read it to them, and then they have questions that they answer. And that's how it's set up. So that's the last one. Okay, you can go ahead and play. Sorry, I promised my son he could play on his tablet. Those are all the readers. These are all readers. Like I said, there's a lot of readers. Let's put that over there. The next one they have. No, I didn't lock it, honey. It's just hit the button on the side.
The button on the side?
Uh-huh. You have to swipe it, remember?
Swipe?
Uh-huh. Just swipe it across the bottom.
Oh.
He's a goose. They have a community helpers activity book, and in it, I'll just show you the table of contents. You talk about your pastor and firefighters and police officers and teacher, doctors, nurses, the dentist, farmers, banker, or the baker, not banker, baker, waiters and waitresses, the mayor, and postal employees. Back up, honey. Back up. So, here, you want to see the picture of the officer? Okay. My kids like the police officer, sorry. See, there's the police officer page. Yep. Yep. Here, take it. Take it. You can just go take it. There you go. Here's their science. It's just really easy stuff. It's nothing overly complicated. It's not hard. There's a couple of experiments, but they don't involve a lot of stuff. It didn't come with anything to do the experiments with, but it's like a ruler and a pen and a magnet and just stuff you probably have laying around. So it's really easy. One note about the science, and then you have health, and then you have the history plus the community helpers. You don't do them all at the same time. The community helpers is the first semester, and then after that you do this. You do each one once a week for the second half. So and it gets kind of, that's why I said it's kind of confusing for me. I still haven't quite figured it all out yet, but that is the setup. So I showed you the science one. This is the health. It's really short. It's really thin. There's not really a whole lot to it. It just talks about good posture and washing your hands and doing chores and helping. You can look at it, honey. That's fine. Go over there. Go sit next to Noah. And helping and everything like that. Sorry, all the kid interruptions. And then this is history. History is my favorite subject, so I'm really excited to start this. They start off with a map of the United States. And I have to adjust myself, sorry. And then there's a little bit on the flag. And you do currency, and then you learn about the founding fathers and about Abraham Lincoln and where he grew up. And then it goes to the different places. My America is Beautiful, and it talks about Pilgrim Rock and the Plymouth Plantation. The Rocky Mountains and the Grand Canyon, and it had Yellowstone and Yosemite and just, I mean, a ton of places. And then we do the world. Okay, so there's a map of the world. And then they go to a lot of different countries. Not every country, but they have the Virgin Islands and Bahamas and Norway and France. And there's just one page on each, and you could expand on it more if you like. If you have a lot of French heritage, you could spend a couple of weeks on doing that and researching your family history, and you can make it as big or as little as you want it to make. So I like that. Italy, all the main. Well, I say all the main like I'm insulting a country, but a lot of different countries are in here. It is Christian-based. Even this is, it talks about Israel and talks about how God's people are from Israel. So if you really aren't into, if you aren't a Christian, if you don't want to teach your kids Christian curriculum, that's fine. But just be forewarned that it is in their history book. It's in their science book. You don't have to say it. You can skip over that part. But just as a heads up, that is in there. And now we have the test. I believe that's all the readers. Oh, one more thing. Actually, a few more things. I'm sorry. Spelling. Can you see my dog right there? We just got him. He's a puppy. Spelling and poetry. The first half, we have spelling words. Now, the spelling words don't actually start till lesson 22, I think it is. It's like halfway through the week, which is kind of weird. But it has all the lists of the spelling words. I don't know if you guys can see that. All the lists of the spelling words, and both in manuscript and in cursive, so you can do it either way. And then it has an exercise each to do for the words. There's the way they set up their spelling test. You give the words on Wednesday. And then you review it Thursday, Friday, and then Monday, Tuesday, and then you take the test on Wednesday, and then they get their new set of words on Wednesday. I don't like that. I like the old-fashioned Friday's spelling list or spelling test day. Monday you get the words, you practice all week. I like that better, so that's what we're going to do. I'm just he keeps licking my hand. So I'm just going to introduce them on Monday instead of Wednesday. It's not going to be that big a deal. And then at the end, here it is, we have poetry. And you do this poem the first week. It's called The Elephant. And it's a poem about an elephant. And there's motions that go along with it in the teacher handbook. And the rest of this, well, not the rest of it, obviously. There's a few pages with the poem. Wow. With the poetry in it. And then after that, it goes to the spelling list homework. So this is a spelling homework for week 1. This has the list of words, and then it says for you to detach this bottom part right here and to just take it home and have the kids just do this once. We homeschool, so I don't have to have him take it home, but he can, this is homework that he can write out the words after school's over, maybe after my husband gets home from work or whatever, but he can do it after he's done, after school. So that's good. And then all the rest of it is just spelling homework, a list of spelling words, and spelling homework. So that's that. Then you have letters and sounds. See, this is where it gets complicated. So we have spelling and poetry, letters and sounds, and language. So there's kind of 3 different spelling and language things. Letters and sounds starts with lesson 1. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. Starts with lesson 6. So it starts on the 2nd week. And you have a poem in the beginning, and then it just has all these different little activities. There's a color by vowel, or is it vowels or consonants? It's determine what's a vowel, what's a consonant, and color it based on that. And just, you know, a quick review. Once again, this is all stuff he's been doing, and it has a word list, and this is just really just a basic, in my opinion, it's just basic phonics. It's just, this should just say phonics on it. It does. Look at that. Phonics seat work. So it's, and it's seat work. So this is work that he has to do by himself. That is one thing that I wanted to talk about. With Rebecca this year, they give a lot of seat work, and seat work is just work that he does by himself. It's in school, it would be called busy work. A lot of homeschool people don't do it because they don't like to give their kids busy work. They don't see the point in it. I understand. I don't like to give him busy work, but he needs because if it wasn't for busy work, he would just be doing one worksheet. That's how Becca is. There's one class worksheet, and then the rest is seat work that we work on. So I don't want, he needs the extra reinforcement. He needs the extra just repetitiveness of it. It's seat work. It's probably optional. If you feel your kid's mastered it, then you don't have to give it to him. You don't have to give him any of this. We figured out it with kindergarten with Rebecca. If I feel he's mastered something, we just move on to the next new thing. I'm not going to sit here for a month and a half and review the same thing 6 times. That's not how we do it. I'm not going to push him. That's not the way he learns. So if you think that your kid doesn't need to do the same, you know, thing 6 times, then skip a few pages of seat work. It's not going to make a difference. And then we have the letters and sounds test. He does, yes, one of these a week. So every week he has this test, a test out of this workbook. We are to grade it, and at the back of every one, he has a list of words to read. So it would be, take the test, the list of words. And you do that, there's one a week in here. So there would be 36 or 40 of them. I'm not sure, but there's a few. So there's that. Now, the part that's probably going to scare you. It scared me when I opened the box. I almost died. Look how big this book is. It's huge, right? It's math. I hate math. I can't stand math. I'm horrible at math. So this is his math textbook. It's huge and scary. The table of contents is just this right here. These like 4 pages I just flipped past, that's the table of contents, if that gives you any clue as to how big this is. It starts with lesson 1, shockingly enough, and it just has a poem on the first day. And then there's work. There's a bar graph here, and you continue a pattern, and it starts off really, really easy. You trace the 1 and the 2, and you write how many polar bears there are. But why this is so thick is because they have to do a front. Thank you, Delilah. They have to do, let me open back up to it. Sorry. A front and a back every day. See, front and a back. So this is lesson 6 seat work right here. Lesson 6 seat work for math, and then this is lesson 6 classwork. Lesson 7 seat work, lesson 7 classwork. So they do a front and a back every single day, and that's why it's so thick, because they will use well, there's 342 pages in here. Don't ask me, but I cheated. I flipped to the back, and can you see that? That's fractions. Yeah, that's fractions in 1st grade. I'm bad at fractions, so this should be fun. they have subtraction, and look at, what's this? 2 times 7 equals, that would be multiplication. So they're going to go through a lot of stuff this year. The temperature, and what else is on that page? And telling time again, which they should already know because we've done it a lot in kindergarten. Then we have math problems and subtraction and cups and pints and quarts right there. And just, I mean, just a ton of stuff. There's a lot of stuff covered. How many cents this is? Now you're adding money. You know, 55 cents plus 10 cents equals how many cents? So there is a lot. Oh, here's the Roman numeral page. I just saw it. There it is.
Mom, can I have those?
Yes, that's fine. There's that. It's crazy. So now for the last thing, tests and speed drills. So he has a speed drill every day, except on the days he has a test. This doesn't start until lesson 12, though. And then he'll have, this is a test. This isn't a speed drill. This is his test. And then he'll have a speed drill. And on the front of the speed drill, it says scores for the first one and scores for the second one. And that's because on the back, there's 2 speed drills. This is speed drill 1. This is speed drill 2. 1 and 2. And they'll have 1 minute to get to answer all those problems. So, you're not horrible, but it's going to take some practice. And then it has on the next page, there's spots for 4 scores, because there are 4 tests on the back. So they do a speed drill every day, and then once a week they have a test. So once a week they have a phonics test, and then once a week they have a math test, and then every day they'll have a speed drill. So it is a lot. I wasn't going to order Rebecca. I hemmed and I hawed and I thought about it. I talked to my husband about it, and I talked to my son about it, and we went back and forth several times, and I looked, and there just wasn't anything else that I liked. I'm really picky. If I'm going to spend money on curriculum, I want it to be good. I want it to be something he's going to enjoy. I want it to be something I know he's going to learn from. And I don't want to spend the first 6 months covering something he already knows. And that was my biggest fear with anything else that we looked at. A lot of it was, it started off doing the things he's doing now, and I didn't know when it ended. You know, if it was going to be a week-long review, or if it was going to be a 6-month-long review, or if they were going to try and introduce concepts that he'd already learned in kindergarten. And I didn't want to switch it up, so my husband and I had just discussed that we were just going to stay with Rebecca. Now, there are a couple more things. I did order art separately so that he could have a complete year this year. But you just need like crayons and glue and markers, and it's really, really easy. So we are going to be doing art this year. This book was like $14 for a whole year of art projects. So I'm like, that's not really too bad. And the other thing, where is it? Oh, yes. In this one. This is the one for all the reading and spelling and stuff. In the back, it has the lesson plans for all those books. I don't know if you can see right here. But it says Primary Bible Reader, My America, Health, Safety, and Measurements. Oh, and Manners. Sorry, Music and Art. They did want you to get a music CD with this, but as far as I can tell, you just sing along with it, and we have our own music that we listen to, and so I'm not going to spend money on it. But it shows you basically what lesson, this is the lesson number right here, and then what you do on that day with that lesson number. So that's nice. But there's also, here it is, activity time. You get 15 minutes every day for activity time. Day 1, you read a story. Now, the story is either him reading to you, or you reading to him, or you guys listening to a story. I'm going to start out doing read-alouds. I think my husband and I decided on Mr. Popper's Penguins, because that's my husband's favorite book from childhood. So I think we're going to start off doing Mr. Popper's Penguins, and then it goes like this. Every Friday we have art. So reading, art, reading, art. So it goes like that. We do have music on Thursdays, but my husband's days off have changed from Tuesdays to Thursdays, so we just won't do music days. And we listen to a lot of music around the house during the week. So that's enough. I think that's everything for now. I can show you guys I don't have my planner completely finished. I made my own this year, so when that's done, I'll go ahead and walk you through it. But this video is already long enough. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Bye!